Hey guys, we're here at the Long Beach Impressions Expo at the CobraFlex booth where they make DTF printers in Arizona. And you guys make a lot of different machines for every type of shop, whether you need that, gigantic Venom that can pump out a ridiculous amount of prints an hour. Chris, Jim, you guys are innovators. You are pushing the boundaries. What do we got here?
We got ourselves a 9-color DTF printer. It's got CMYK black, or CMYK black, orange, expander green, magenta fluorescent, magenta yellow. Gets a full white color gamut. Colors really pop really big. You can see on the inside of the machine.
And Chris, you guys are unique in that you're using fluorescence. I mean, it seems like 9-color is the new big thing, and most are going red, green, blue, orange, and so forth. The colors you're hitting here with those fluorescents, I mean, it's taking it to the next level. And fluorescents, when they first started coming out, the RIP software would just make it a spot, right? I mean, it really wasn't helpful if it has to be a spot. Yeah. I might as well screen print it.
Exactly. We're going to kind of credit that to InEdit software. The InEdit software actually blends in that color instead of making a spot. And that's where we had a lot of problems in the beginning. We were trying to do a spot color. So as you know, designing a spot colors is kind of crazy. You don't have any color control over it. It's really hard to profile too. So what we look at it and say, we've tried all the different colors. We got the best color gamut off of the green and the orange and the CMYK, and then adding the fluorescence into it with a mix just gives it that extra pop. So the color gamut, just so wide at this point. So,
well, instead of using cyan and blue, kind of close to each other in color,
yes.
I mean, is that really helping us that much?
No.
Versus a fluorescent yellow, fluorescent magenta really can do a lot more.
Yes. Yeah, the cyan and the green actually give a better color gamut than the cyan and the blue. So that works really, really well. And a little bit of trial and error, where to put the heads, which ones we need to push first, which one's going to sit on top of each other, which one is, so during our process in our demo room, we just try every different color, every different gamut, just to see what we can get the best delta at.
Well, and when it comes to these machines, the 9-color is absolutely the big thing that's coming out. And I say this on a lot of our videos, but I just want to hammer this to everybody because I think these guys are using the best RIP software in the industry. And I'm telling you, the machine is extremely important. The consumables are extremely important. But the RIP software is also extremely important.
Yes.
The joke I use is you can have every ingredient in the kitchen, but if you don't have the right recipe, your ingredients mean nothing because it's not going to taste right. You've got to know how to use, and that comes down to the RIP, right?
It does.
It does.
We had a customer yesterday walk up. He's got some 4-head units, and he saw the colors, and he was really impressed with the way they look. I'll try to pop it up on my phone here in a second about some matching Pantone colors. So he did a sample print for them, and he looked at the machine and said, "Do you think the industry is going to go this direction?" And I said, "Absolutely. I think this is going to be more common moving forward." Because of the corporate world that people are moving themselves into, the corporate world's going to need colors and consistency in the colors, and this definitely can do that. And to achieve some of those, you're going to need the color gamut.
Chris, I've got a random question I've never asked. If there's a lot of people who bought the first generation printers out there and so forth, and they have a dryer.
Yep.
Well, maybe it's like, this printer's dead. Dryer's fine. They could still use it with a lot of your printers at CobraFlex, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like we got to start all over again.
We just made changes to make the machines better. They may look different, but the internal guts on all of our machines are almost identical. So. And
what I like about this setup is I constantly think of that 36-inch door frame, and you can get this through it. And again, it's a 6-head printer, right?
Yep.
6 heads. 9 colors. I mean, you can get this in a very small space because we don't really want to run it in a giant area. We want to be able to control that environment.
Right.
And that typically means, again, I might want to put it in this office, which means typically I have a 36-inch wide. That's what I often see this being very attractive
Yeah,
setup.
And again, as you grow, you can move around this machine. It's not 6 feet in front out here where one person's kind of forced to run one. You know, you can put them side by side and you could easily run 2 machines or 3 machines just because of the square footage that's being used.
Yeah. And you know what we do hear some naysayers about the length of the dryer. If you really do the numbers, if you see the length of that dryer, this has the bulbs that come from here and down. So it's really still has that distance in it.
Well, it's the length of the chamber.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can have the dryer length.
Yep.
It's always been that way with screen printing, but what's the actual chamber length is extremely important.
Yeah, we have as many bulbs. We have 7 bulbs in this machine. There's 7 bulbs in those machines. So it's really the same. Yeah.
And how fast is this machine? I mean, having those 6 heads really makes it faster.
This one we've gotten up to about 420 square feet an hour. I don't suggest manufacturing-wise.
420 feet an hour?
But we slow it down. We say, hey, listen, you know, it's all about the right environment, the right speed, how much time you want to spend at the machine. If I slow this thing down, just like the machine in the DuPont booth right now, just runs all day long. And I had one of the guys come over here. I'm like, why are you at the machine? He's like, it's just running.
They want to put a cardboard person there.
I'll tell you what gives me a lot of confidence in what you guys are doing at CobraFlex is the endorsement from DuPont. DuPont over there in their booth, they don't have any other brand of equipment but yours. DuPont is one of the oldest, most reputable chemical companies in the world.
Yes.
I mean, like gunpowder, Teflon, it's nuts what they've done.
Yes,
so,
yes.
yeah, let's partner with this massive chemical company. And again, it's a supply chain from the start down, and this industry is just so quickly evolving. And when you can connect with the supplier and you guys, the manufacturers, not just tossing a logo on there, it's about innovation and building.
Yeah.
Again, you guys are the only ones using fluorescence. You could have just gone, oh, these guys are doing it, I'll just do it the same way.
Yeah.
No, you think different.
Yeah.
Guys, where can our viewers go to learn more about this 6-head and
So
all
you
your
can
line
go
printers?
to CobraFlexPrinters.com with an S, printers, and every one of the machines are on the site at this point, so you can kind of get an overview of what machine is what.
And what's this run around?
About 40,000. Right now the show special is somewhere in that range. It includes the crating and install. That was one of the show specials too as well. So we got definitely 2025 pricing is pretty sharp. You know, we definitely want to set the tone this year to be like, hey, listen, get our equipment. You know, if the show specials can help somebody get into it, then let's do it.
Yeah, what I like when you guys put together a number for me, it's always printer, dryer, crating, install. So many times, oh, look, we got a printer coming out, but wait.
Yeah.
What's the cost of the dryer?
And
What's the
this-
cost of the
this
crate?
includes the computer, everything.
Computer, the software, ICC profiling in there. And then our technicians out there for 2.5 to 3 days. So they're not just, I mean, this might take, you know, a couple hours to set up on crate and do everything. But from that point on, they know they're walking through the maintenance and everything else on these units.
Yeah.
As turnkey as possible.
Yeah.
Well, guys, visit CobraFlex and buckets of ink. Chris, I got to shout that out.
Thank you.
Guys, these are innovators. They push the boundaries. I really like what they're doing here with these line of printers. And again, that fluorescent, magenta, and yellow, really powerful. And we have a lot of DecoNetwork users in the Phoenix area. Hotbed for print shops. Stop by their facility. Check out what they're doing. Jim and Chris are always there to help you. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.